Hi folks, this is question 2. First one we just have to read off. The h is always here and the k is always here and it's the opposite sign, so 4 minus 2, and the radius is just going to be, because r squared is equal to 45, r is equal to root 45. So that's all there. Find the equation to s at the point. So the equation of the tangent to s at the point minus 2 minus 5. So 4 minus 2 is the center. So, and then minus 2 minus 5. So that's 4 minus 2. Minus 2 minus 5 be down here. So we'll just imagine that that is the circle. So that should be the center there, point in the middle. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get the slope of what that line is, and then we're going to do minus and flip the sign, and it'll give us the slope of the line perpendicular. So we know that point is 4 minus 2, and we know this point down here is minus 2 minus 5. So I'm going to get the slope of using those 2 points. So m is equal to, slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So m is equal to minus 2 minus minus 5 over 4 minus minus 2. That will give us 3 over 6. So that's a half. So a half is the slope of that line because it's between those 2 points, and it will keep going. So to get the slope of the line perpendicular, we flip it and change the sign. So if I flip half, it will become 2 over 1. So m of the perpendicular line is it's 2 over 1, and then we change the sign, so it's minus. So it's minus 2. And then we just use the formula y minus y1 equals m by x minus x1. So, and we're going to use it with the point minus 2 minus 5 because that is on the line that we want. So y minus minus 5 is equal to minus 2 by x minus minus 2. Therefore, y plus 5 is equal to minus 2x minus 4. It's minus minus minus. And then 2x plus y plus 9 is equal to 0. Actually, they wanted us to give it in the form y, so y equals minus 2x minus 9. They wanted us to give it in that form. Right, part B then, I would figure out what the radius is and what the center is anyway. I think you should get some marks for just doing that. So the center is minus g minus f, where 2g in this one is equal to the 28 because it's the thing in front of the x. So therefore g is equal to 14, therefore minus 14. And 2f is equal to minus 46. Therefore f is equal to minus 23, and therefore minus f would be positive 23. So minus 14, 23 is the center of that circle. The radius would be its square root g squared plus f squared minus c. That's the formula, just looking in the log tables. So root 14 squared minus 23 squared minus c. C is k, which is the thing we're going to be working out ultimately. And that will be 725 minus k. That's what r is. Now let's just draw this quickly just to show what's going on. Minus 14, 23 is if we go across minus 14 up to 23. So I'll just say it's maybe there. And what they're saying is, so that's our circle. They're saying that y equals k is a tangent to the circle. Find it to, so y equals k has to be a horizontal line. So it's going to be this line here. and this line here should be up a little bit. So it's a tangent. So it's the equation of those two lines that we're looking for. We know that the center is minus 14.25. And really, we're looking for the y value of this point here and of this point here. We know that the x coordinate of those points is minus 14 because it's directly below. So minus 14 something and minus 14 something. Really, we want to find the y coordinate for that. And because we know that the tangent, the name of the line of the tangent is y equals k. So y equals k. So that's that line. Therefore, that coordinate has to be k in there. So minus 14k. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the distance between the center, which is minus 14.25, and that point, minus 14k. And we're going to let that be equal to the radius because this is from the center to the radius. From the center to that point is what the radius is because that point is on the line. So we're going to get the distance there. So distance formula or length formula. So that's x2 minus x1. That's minus 14 minus 14. That'll just be 0 squared plus k minus 25 squared. And that will have to be equal to square root 725 minus k, because that's what the radius is. Now we can square both sides and get rid of the square root, so we have k minus 25 squared is equal to 725 minus k. Square out that, you'll get k squared minus 50k plus 625 uh, equals 725 minus k. Then bring the k across. You get k squared minus 49k minus 100 is equal to 0. Now, there's not a mistake here. You may have noticed that I put in a 25 instead of a 23 there by mistake. And then I followed on. So change that and that. Right, if you square out k minus 23 squared, that's plus it's minus 46k, and we get 529 there. Bring it across, that should be a k. Bring it across everything, we get k squared minus 45k minus 196 is equal to 0. And then you can use minus b formula, so you end up getting k is equal to k is minus 4 or 49. So that's it.